you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to an early access demo of Mogul. Welcome to my Mogul demo. Thanks for playing. This is an early development version of the game. Please note the UI sounds and stop systems are temporary placeholders. The saving loading system is still work in progress, so don't expect to keep your progress. Many other features are still work in progress. Your feedback help us improve. Enjoy the game. So I got a little bit of a background on this, not a lot, but a little. If you remember the game that kind of brought this channel up a little bit, called Hybridsteel, and I was talking to Itchy about this, and he said that he watched this guy build this game on Twitch. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Actual early focus. So there was a couple of early screenshots I've seen, but this game is basically, from what I can understand, kind of inspired by Hybridsteel. Not quite all the way, but inspired at least. As you can tell by some of the graphics, it already kind of looks a bit like Rocky, a little bit Hybridsteel. The wood looks kind of the same. And yeah, so the idea is we are a miner in a big cave. Now, I'm going to show you around a little bit of the level first. It's physics based as well. So if we're picking things up and you're pushing E is pick things up, but it's with this like physicsy thing. It's pretty cool. If we actually want to use this item, we have to push F and take. As said, it's early access, so there are bits and pieces. Well, it's a demo. You can go and check this out on Steam, but it's very early. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the demo level first. This is your main demo level. Sorry, it's a little bit dark. Let me just turn up the old gamma and stuff, shall we? Oh, and we can't. So I can't. Hold on. Maybe no. Okay, so I can't turn the brightness up. You're just going to have to put up with the fact it's a little bit dark down here. Alright, so we've got our, this is basically our deposit. As you can see, it's kind of not attached to anything. It is just a placeholder. It's stuff like this. These rocks, this is copper. Then we've got like, I think that's coal or iron. So it gives you kind of an idea of what you're mining for. And then we've got these, then we've got this little mine shaft that goes into the darkness. And then right at the end of the mine shaft, we've got some lights, mushrooms. So we can either go down that way if we wanted, or we can push this little plunger here. And that'll blow up the wall. Yay me. And then we're in another bit of the mine where we've got some more rocks here, and we've got this big chamber. And that's kind of where the it's all sitting. And we've got another mine cart here and some round. And so yeah, there's you know, we can move around a little bit. It's all good. Now I'm going to go through here. Actually, have I been down here before? I can't remember. Alright, as you can see, we're walking through. Got another mine. Gonna go over this bridge. And we go... Ooh. We go up through this tunnel, hit the bricks, make myself a little doorway, and as it's the demo level, we're back to square one. So basically the whole game kind of loops at the moment. This is kind of just a placeholder of this. I wanted to show you that just on the scale of the demo and what you're going to be doing. So what we've got to do first off is we've got to deposit 5 pieces of iron ore. So we're going to chop these out. I can't remember which one to which. If I'm gonna be the worst part is, first off, you kind of have to pick things up manually. Yep. So let me just do this quickly. I'll get there in a minute. Okay, so we got paid. Purchased the ore magnet from the computer. So everything that we're buying from is coming from this shop, because it's gonna come down the little thing next to us. So we need to buy that. It's coming down here. There it is. It's on the floor. This is my magnet. As you can see, kind of inspired by Hybridsteel. just a little bit. All right, and now we need to make a bit more money. So we're going to hit this rock. I'm going to use my magnet, and look at that, a working magnet. Something that we all wanted. Yes. All right, cool. So that can go in there, and that's going to make me a little bit of cash. Fantastic. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off doing the ore deposit and the coal deposit, and then we'll get into the rest of this demo, because from then on it gets a little bit better with like the auto miner, the conveyor belts and bits and pieces. Give me just a second. Okie dokie. Right, $682.22 later, and now I can purchase the auto miner. All right. So let's have a look at this. The auto miner level 1, and I've said like we got conveyor belts here, sorters and bits and pieces. So we're gonna go through most of this hopefully in this demo. I just got to learn how to like put it all together. Right, I have this. It's a giant wheel. I like the miner though. It does look pretty cool. I mean, I actually do like the model looks alright. Right, where do I want to put this? So if I put it here, I've got iron ore 54%. Coal ore 42%, crushed iron 3.8%, so it's all going to come crushed, that's right, and diamond gems 0.2%. Okay, what's this one? Iron ore 94%. Definitely getting iron out of this bad boy. Right, what about this one? Iron, coal, crushed, about the same as the last place. So look up here, so we've got the 92% iron. It's pretty good. Iron's there as well. Iron's there as well. That's a okay. So we definitely need that. That's a coal. That's a coal ore. And over there, what's this one? That's iron. This is iron. So this is just pure iron, and that one over there is pure coal. That's pretty interesting. Considering that we need like ore, we need to actually get ore, iron, and we need coal. So we need to do quite a lot of both. So I think what I want to do personally then is, if I chuck it on the iron one, so I need to chuck this down as an iron ore. Can we turn this off? Ah, yes, I can. Fantastic. Right, that's what I need to do. I can go in there. Excellent. So the plan is to take this and belt it this way into here, so I don't have to do anything, and that's even better. And then we'll do the same to the coal one. So once I've done like the 50 iron pieces and that will be all right. Let me just have a look at conveyor belts, because we've got to see how they all put together. So we need, I'm going to say at least one corner, as many straights as possible. Okay, I don't know if this is going to line up properly. Right, so can we change this? I can push, there we go. We can change, yes we can. Fantastic. Right, so I need a corner. And I can't sell belts, so that's kind of annoying. Right, if we turn this on, it's going to go all the way to the end of the belt, and then it's going to make it all the way to here. So I still have to technically do this by hand until I can afford another belt. How much is a corner? I can't remember. Right, corner belts, $20. 20 bucks. Oh man. I can go in there. Hey, we got $20. I got 20 bucks. Right, so we're gonna put a corner belt. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yes. Right, and then we put our corner belt there, and then that goes straight into there, right? Oh, just beautiful. Right, okay, cool. I'm done. Done. Don't need nothing else then. Right, well, if I just leave this running for like its entire life, then I'm just gonna make lots of money. Fantastic. Even better. All good. What I need to do now though, and the worst part is I'm gonna have to wait until I've got enough money to buy another one of those, so I can go and stick it on the coal thingy over here, because this one up here is a coal node, and then I've got to run a conveyor belt down here all the way here, and then we're going to run it over to here. And if I can just kind of drop it onto that belt, then we should be fine, and then I won't have to worry about anything for a little while, and that'd be kind of cool. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here for a little while, just going to wait until it earns me enough money, and see in just a minute, because I don't know how long it's going to take. I need like $1,000. See in a minute. Righty dokie, I'm back once again. So yeah, we've got our machine here. It's still working. That's good. It's a little bit slow, but these are apparently they're only Mark 1 machines. So yeah, as I said, auto miner Mark 1. I'm going to turn this. Oh man, this one should get me coal, or yeah, coal and a small chance of emeralds. So now we're fulfilling our coal order, which is good. The speed of these machines is, I mean, you could make yourself a cup of tea within the time it makes you actually any decent money, but I think that's the joys of having loads of them at the same time. Now, as you can see, I've gone for the conveyor belt that goes a wrap around the level. And the reason why I've done this is because, number one, I really like blocking myself off from doing different places. No, I'm all good. It's just we can jump quite high, so it actually doesn't matter about the supports. I would say in like a later version of this game, this is just my own criticism, so to speak. If we were to put these like just above that doorway, these pillars don't all need to be here. I know it's a way that the game is kind of showing it and so on and so forth, and I like it, but I'm hoping the developer will watch this, and you know, because being that this game is sort of inspired by Hydroneer, I wouldn't mind not having as many of these in here, so we could kind of line them up and get some like pathways moving through. That would just be something. That's, again, it's just me, it's just my criticism. It's fine, we're all right. Apart from that, so far, apart from the game just being really dark, there's not really any major problems with the game so far. I haven't seen any, at least. I do need some more light because it is pretty dark. It is pretty dark down here. So we need light. See, light, it helps. So we're going to actually hang one there. So now we can actually kind of see what we're doing. If I just buy another load of these and we're all good, it's fine. So yeah, I'm going to run the machine for I don't know how long. I gotta be honest, I'm looking at like getting a hammer, an ore analyzer. I'm getting these things after I've done this deposit. I've got things to do, because when you unlock certain things in this, we've got all these extra bits and pieces. So we've got like T-junctions to mess around with, we've got a sorter to mess around with, a cannon conveyor. I got this feeling that kind of comes from the parcel simulator thing, because we were able to do that. Also, there's a cannon target. I'm going to assume that you can just basically fire stuff across the mine and be happy. And then we've got to go through everything else that we might unlock. So we've got these things. We've got ore analyzer, blast furnace, polish machine. We've got these things to kind of look into. So I'm going to kind of unlock all of this and work on it and go from there. My one criticism so far, number one, and again, it is quite dark down here. You do have to spend some money on lights, and that is something I'm going to be doing now. Secondly, there's not a lot of room. Now, with the fact that we've got a... let me just get up here. With the fact that we've got like a blast furnace, a polishing machine, a roller conveyor belts, and we've got all these extra bits, I'm like, where is it all going to go? Like, this is a very small area. And I mean, if this was Hydroneer, I mean, I know I keep comparing it, but it's kind of there. We'd just knock the wall out a little bit and make it wider, and just so we can get ourselves a decent working floor. Again, just little notes that maybe the developer will take on, and we'll see. Or he just designed this just to show you how the game is working, and when the game eventually comes out, it's going to be completely different. Anyways, apart from that, I'm going to let this bad boy run for some time. I'm going to go off and watch a video on YouTube, and I'm just going to let this auto play. I'm going to come back, I'll have money, I'll have some bits and pieces, we'll have a look into all of the other stuff that we can unlock in this game as well. Back in a minute. Okie dokie. Says I've got to buy an ore crusher now. That one. Right. Oh, might help if I actually pick it up. Apparently, it goes somewhere. Right, okay. Well, I mean, if this is anything like Hydroneer, it's going to go in through the top, and then we're going to be breaking it down and feeding it out of a conveyor belt. That's pretty handy. Let me just turn this off for a second, because it's humming at me. I can't turn it off. No! Right, okay. We need to rearrange the way I do things then. So this one needs to now feed this way, and this one now needs to feed into there, because the hopper, I can show you this. There's the hopper. Look familiar? Oh yes, the old crusher from the old Hydroneer there. Right, so we need to feed this one up to here. This one needs to go up to here. If I can build a central belt that feeds up to here, we can feed both belts into one section and go from there. And it's not like I haven't got any money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the machines. Wait, I'm going to turn that off there. And we're going to turn this one off now. Excellent. Okay, so we're turning those off. And it also says I've got to do emerald and gem. When I was putting down the machines, it was telling me that I could pick up certain ores from certain places. So maybe, is this what? Oh, gee, okay, that's different. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Genuinely, I thought that was going to be like a little handheld device, and I'd be able to like scan the ground. Turns out that's not the way I'm supposed to be doing things. So I know one of these up here has got like emerald underneath it, and the other one's got like diamonds. And we've already done, technically we've done diamonds already, which is nice. So I might move this machine around to see if we can find like another coal deposit and an actual gemerald. Yes. So if we pack this up, take it, and then as we're wrong one. There we go. Right. Okay, so with that one, as you can see, that's an iron ore, estimated gem and diamond coming out of that as well. I mean, we could take that machine offline. Hold on. Can these things not turn around? I can't rotate. Apparently I'm allowed, but I can't. That makes no sense. Okay, so what I've got to do then... Oh, that's got a chance of diamond as well. And emerald. You know what? I'm just going to leave it on there then. Done. Cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn it off. Right, off. There we go. So what I need to do is I need to feed this belt to here, that belt to there, and I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. It tells me how much things are worth. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, we need to put that one over there and that one over there. Now, have I got a separator? Like, have I got something I can just go, we need one of those? I have got a sorter. So I would say, oh, this is going to be like a massive like headache straight off of my head, right? This is what's going to happen. I need this belt to be turned into 2 sorters with diamond and emerald, and then whatever comes off of it needs to go in there to crush. Oh, the headache of this is going to be astronomical. Right, okay, I'm going to have to move that machine over there because that one's doing iron, this one's doing coal. That iron deposit goes here. We could put the crusher over here somewhere so we can belt to it, but we need to put sorters next to it to make sure that we're sorting off the right stuff. Oh, yeah, okay, my head is about to explode on like logistics on this point. First off then, I'm going to pack up all of my belts. I'm going to keep the lights in because I've paid for these lights. They're keeping this place light. And I need to work out how I'm going to do this with such a limited amount of space. Again, my one big problem here is space because... this is why I don't like closed mines. I prefer like a big open space. That's why I made them. Right, okay, destroy everything, redo it, all is good. Catch you in a minute. And I'm back again. This is turning into a bit of an epic like showdown, this one. It's like, yeah, in order for you to do this, you must do all of this first. Right. First off, I need 1 piece of coal, and that's got to go in the little basket on top because it's a sorter. Now, if you know anything about sorters, this is how we sort stuff. I need that. No, donut. Come on. Idiot. Oh, there we are. Right, up into basket. Right, cool. So technically what should happen now is that coal's going to come out of this one, iron's going to come out of this one, and anything else comes out of here. So gems mainly. That's what I'm kind of hoping. Oh, might help if we turn them on. Right, so that's on and that's on. That's fantastic. Right, so let's see if I've read this game right. There we go. And iron's coming out of that one. Okay, so that's all good. That's fantastic. So this one iron's going to go through this one. It'll be rejected and it will come out on this conveyor belt. Right. There we go. See? I know kind of what I'm doing. It's amazing. Now, I've got to take it all the way through this crushed one. The crusher goes in here. and it comes out here and it goes down over it does. There we go. So that is basically the entire journey of crushed ore, which is fantastic. Now if you look in the top left where I've got things to do, first off I've got to get like blast furnace, and the next thing I've got to get is a polishing machine. Now what's going to happen is any gems, oh apparently that's coming out of here as well, and this is crushed ore. I wonder if I put, hold on then, hold on. Right, if we put that in there, I'm hoping that might, oh help. Right, we'll take that bit because that's crushed coal. I'm assuming, I'm going to assume it's a bit like the way that we did sorters on Hydroneer, where if we put X amount of stones on top, that's what's going to be sorted. And now I have to wait until something crushed comes out. Oh, that's, actually no we don't. Right, so that's a crushed piece. Right there is a crushed piece. That's going down there. Apparently the conveyor belt physics is going through here. And there we are. Alright, excellent. That's good. Right, I know what I'm doing now. Fantastic. Alright. So what I will do is I'll pop all this all on this conveyor belt. And that'll just sort itself out and everything's going to be pucker. Alright, so one thing I did come up to a thing with was the actual like this belt. Now you have to see it from above to see what I'm talking about. So let's say you've got a channel coming from where I'm starting. It's going to go left or right of this one, but the orientation of this is if I push Q, it's a reverse, so you get two channels going towards you instead of away from you. Now I haven't got a problem with that. The problem, the part of the, well, okay, so I haven't got a problem with this orientation. My issue is if you want a if you want to join this going into this and this and this and this and this and this, so the way that you would, how would I explain this? Okay, so let's say that I wanted to put one of these next to one of these, and you would have like a T-junction coming off of it, so you could link them together so they all go in the same direction. With this, it couldn't be done because the orientation's either going to go left and right, or it's going to come towards you. If there was another option where it would go to the other axis, where it could like, you're coming from this direction here, but it's only going to go left. And the reason why it's a T-junction is because you're going to join a belt on from the other side, from the right-hand side, and you're going to make sure everything's going to the left. Or if you push it again, it all goes to the right and so on. That's kind of it for me. I was like, okay, that's kind of a bit funny. So that's the reason why some of these conveyor belts have had to be looped. So what I've had to do here is, obviously this is a T-junction that's coming from two ways. But because I've put a T-junction here that's now used onto the crusher, I've had to come in from this way, and it's circling round just to go the same direction, even though it doesn't necessarily have to do that. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time it's alright. Anyways, there we go, we got our first emerald. Amazing. Now the reason why I've taken these out is because if you put them through the crusher, they tend to break. So there we go, one of one emerald. We just need one more diamond. Diamond mate. Actually, we can go and get a diamond. I saw one. Let me just go and find it. There's a diamond in here somewhere. I swear I saw one. There it is. Yes, there we are. That, my friends, is a diamond. And we'll take both. Oh no, hold on. I'll take both. Oh, what? I can't walk that way. I've literally just seen a diamond go down the old conveyor belt. It's kind of annoying, that. And there we go. So that's done. I can now buy the polishing machine. Brilliant. Right, so now we've got to find the polishing machine. So this is the polish machine. It's £2 man. Okay, we're not buying the polish machine just now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself to $2,000, and then I'll be back in a minute because this takes a little bit of time. Catch you in a sec. Okay, so things have changed a little bit whilst I'm down here. I've spent an exorbitant amount of money on stuff that apparently I needed. So nothing's really changed over here. We still have the chute of things that I'm selling to the shop. It does say I've got to buy a blast furnace, but I did want to get a couple of things finished first, so I've taken my time. And as you can see, we've kind of changed the way that we've split things up, and you kind of see this and you go, oh, we got one crusher over there, but we've also got a crusher over here now, and the gem polisher. Now I like the gem polisher, it's pretty nifty. The gem goes underneath it and gets polished and it comes out, oh, it's all shiny. But these sorters are pretty cool. I like this, having like being able to have like multiple outputs as long as the stuff's in the bucket. And we've got 3 Mark 1 drills running. The reason why is because I need to up the amount of jewels I'm getting. The problem with jewels, they're quite rare, not very easy to find, pain in the bum if you ask me, but apart from that we're okay. So I'm going to take my magnet of all the things that we found so far in the old gem section, because I kind of figured I'd just show you the gems and just pop them on the conveyor belt and let them all go into get counted. I think we've got 2 emeralds and 3 diamonds, which, I mean, let's put it this way, I'm a far way off the old 10 of 10, and it takes a really long time to get that much because, well, pains in the arse, reasons, and someone said, oh, we got 4 diamonds, fantastic. You watch this, my money goes up quite a lot now. Ready? Boom, 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 and that's 4 and 2. Fantastic. All right, so now I've got to do a blast furnace, and the blast furnace is going to add a little bit of like actual things I've got to do. I've actually got to work now, so we need to find ourselves a blast furnace, and if I can find it, then we'll use it. There it is, blast furnace, 400 skadoodles. Smelts ore into ingots. Guarantee I'm going to have to buy 2 of these little smeggers, because it says here I've got to do iron and gold, and yeah, that's I've got to find gold. Great, fantastic, yay me. I actually don't know where gold is. I know there's gold in the other room, but I don't know if there's actually a deposit over there. Let's go have a look. Oh yeah, we'll go up and over. There we are. So apparently there's gold in here because there's a couple of bits there. And there's a few bits here, so I'm going to assume these are like gold veins. Yep, there we go. So gold ore, so we can do gold ore, crushed gold, and emerald. So we get an emerald and diamond for that as well. That's fantastic. What about over here? We've got gold ore, crushed gold, and emerald gem and diamond. Fantastic. So we get quite a lot here. That's bloody brilliant. Alright, cool. So what I would need to do is I need to bring that through the cave up here, hook onto this, get another sorter, move all of this over. This is why I keep saying we're going to run out of room quite quickly, because this is nightmare fuel to arrange by. I don't like it because I have to, yeah, it's going to have to wiggle things around. So I think the way I'm going to have to do this, and I don't really, yeah, I've got a space kind of right there. So if I put a sorter here, whack that into the iron one, we'll be fine. This one can get turned into gold, and then this one can be iron. Iron's going to come down here and go into that one. Gold. I'm going to have a ponder, because we're going to have to. I need to shift things around this rock, because I think what I might have to do is I'm going to have to make a sorting area. So the crushed stuff's going to come off of here and go down here, go down here, loop itself up here and across here. So I'm going to have to bring all these conveyor belts up to here and then sort them this way. Actually, what I could do is have that as my main sorting area, and then we can do the crushing this side of the blocks, and then we can do the smelting over there. Actually, that's not a bad way to go. So you know what? I'm going to do that, and then we're going to draw our conclusions about the game, because this video is going to be really long otherwise. Okie dokie. So I've done a little bit more. This game, hey, seriously, if you're willing to mess around with it for as long as I have, you'll be completely fine. And this does come down to that hydrogen mentality. I need to do this before I do this. Is it going to be perfect? Is it going to work? Is it going to, I don't know. And then you just trial it and see what happens. Now, my gold standard is down here, so I'm going to turn this one on first. This is going to be doing crushed gold, normal gold, and a few gemstones. So we should start seeing gold come out of this soon. I'm going to assume, as this is a Mark 1 mover, then these are going to take forever to mine gold. There we go, gold. So that's all good up there. Next, I'm going to come back up here and turn on these, because these are predominantly iron and coal. Iron and coal. So everything is going into one crusher now. And you're probably sitting there going, he's crazy. Actually, this kind of works. So the reason why it's going to go into one crusher is because everything is going to go down one conveyor belt, and everything's heading towards this over here. And we've set up our sorters to basically sort out crushed rock, so we don't have to worry about going through the process of sorting all the crushed all the big stones out as well. If we crush it all first, rush it all through here, it's all good. As you can see, we've got iron, we've got coal, and we've got gold. Now, I don't know if coal can be smelted, so I've set one up anyway, just in case. And apparently they've got to go into these giant buckets before, which kind of a pain in the butt, because you have to make like a double layer to get up this. And I'm going to assume, and I know this assumption is the mother of all truck ups, but I'm assuming that once it gets to up here, yeah, well, there you go. So we got ourselves an iron. Is that an iron bar, or is that a coal bar? I think this is a coal bar. And then a coal bar is worth X amount of money. There we go. So there you go. We're making bars now. All right. And that's cool. And that's going to keep happening, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I can kind of see the plus side. And I'm kind of interested by this game. I mean, I'm interested quite a lot by this game. And the reason why is because it basically does take that itch of Hydroneer that I've had for, obviously I like mining games, and I like digging games, and I like mines and stuff like this. This kind of cures that itch. Now again, I'm not a big fan of how like narrow it all feels down here, and I don't really know, but I mean the smelting process is quite quick, so that's not bad. But yeah, it's tight. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Now obviously I've still got to get the rolling mill and the rolling conveyors, and this is because this now turns into a rolling conveyor, and I haven't really got a lot of room, and I don't really want to keep messing around with every 5 minutes I'm having to redo this and redo that. What I would like is a little bit more room, a little bit more sandboxy, where I can expand out the walls and, you know, be able to actually build like a proper processing plant. But what I do like about it is that it's very easy. But the only thing, as I said, my only problem is with like the T-junction conveyor belts. But apart from that, the game is it's very easy to pick up and play. And I've got to be honest, I enjoyed this. This is all right as an early look at. Now, like I said, this is an early game. You know, it's in demo form. You can go and check it out now to see if it's something you agree with, or if you think there's more criticism to be had. Maybe make a video or go and talk to the developer. From my point of view, for like games that involve doing automation, which is basically what this is at this point, it's generally a bloody good start. And the reason why I'm saying that is just because I haven't had any issues. I haven't been glitched through walls, I haven't had problems mining, I haven't had any issues with the machines. Everything places correctly. It even gives me a breakdown of what's in the ground before I'm doing it. I'm completely fine with this game. My only issue is literally the bloody T-junction. This is the only issue of the game that I found, because it doesn't do what I want it to do. And the reason why it doesn't do what I want it to do is because, like we've seen, we've got two orientations. We've got the one that comes towards me, or the one that goes away, and it doesn't go left or right. It all goes either one way or the other. And that was kind of like a beating process for me, as I kind of like lining up T-junctions, so I'm able to push stuff all in one direction from different directions and make it just easier on myself. Apart from that, I am completely fine with this game. And yeah, I really do wish the developer good luck in this game. I hope maybe at some point he reaches out. If he does, there is an email address kicking around somewhere in my description box. You can reach out there if you have any earlier builds or you want to like talk. More than happy to open up my DMs as well. Hit me up on Discord. But yeah, I generally don't mind this game. Now, like I said, I've only explored this kind of little bit here where I've done all my mining. There is more of a mine to do, but it all seems a bit like cramped, and it's almost like I don't really want to do that down there because it's not big enough to build on. But what I've done so far is I've kind of explored the game how I would normally explore a game. I've gone through like plus sides. I would say the only negatives really is the T-junction and the building space. Apart from that, I'm very happy with this game. And if you're a Hydroneer fan, maybe go and check this out. Put up, you know, add it to your wish list to give the devs some support, or go and have a chat with him in the. I'm assuming he's got a Discord, or they've got a Discord, and go from there. But yeah, I want to say thank you very much for checking this out. This is Mining Mogul, and I can definitely see the potential in this game as it moves forward into its life. And maybe at one point, you know, we'll be covering this one a bit more. I'd like to. It does scratch that itch for what I used to enjoy. So thank you very much for being here. This has been Hybridsteel. You've been awesome, and go check out the game. Thank you very much bye bye for now.